name's Martha Light. Just listening to an old tape of one of my bands performing almost 20 years ago. And so my background is I had 27 years in the classroom, taught 6th through 12th grade instrumental music. After I finished teaching, I went and worked for a music company for 13 years. Did a lot of asking of questions about, how to fix instruments in emergency situations. And so after 40 years, I decided that I needed to write all these down. And I put them in a book called 911 Instrument Repair. This book is available through jwpepper.com. You can go on their website, just click, easy click. And it is really based on normal everyday things that might happen and go wrong in your before a concert, in the classroom. There's some organizational things that I found in here, and I think every band director should have it and use it as a backup for understanding how to do simple tricks that I learned from Repairman. Okay, let's get to one of those or a couple of those. And I know, having been on the road and talked to a lot of band directors, that sometimes if your strength is the percussion, you're a percussionist or a brass person, and you have a problem with a woodwind instrument, it's pretty intimidating. So let me just show you a couple things today about woodwinds that you can solve very easily. So on the flute, and this is the way I wrote the book. So a flute player comes up to you and says, no notes play on my instrument. And again, you do not have to be able to play the instrument in order to find the solution. Okay, but what the problem is that a key that is supposed to be down all the time is standing open. And if we look on the back of the flute here, we'll see this is a trill key. And the trill keys, if you're not know what they are, there's these trill keys right here, okay, that open these keys when you need to use them. But you can see the key standing open, and that's why the student is not getting a sound on any note, okay? So you'll say, well, what is the problem? The problem is very simple. And if you go to your toolbox, this is a crochet hook with a very small hook on the end. There is and it's very easy to see, especially down here, there is a spring that's on the wrong side of the post. So all we want to do is use the hook, put the spring on the opposite side, and sometimes I didn't even have my crochet hook with me. I might have a key, or I'm going to use my fingers right now. Put it on the opposite side. Now it's shut the way it should be. Hand the flute back to the student, ask them if it plays, they smile. You just solve the problem within 5 seconds. Okay? So that's one thing that you can very easily do and mechanically fix. Another thing is, if a flute student comes up to you, and it's more likely to occur on a flute, but all woodwinds have what we call combination keys. So for instance, if I play an F, I'm going to get my other fingers out of the way, you can see that it also pushes the A key down up here. Okay, that's called the combination key. Now, if a student tells you they can't, the F doesn't sound, or a certain key doesn't sound, certain note doesn't sound, it usually means that there's an adjustment screw that's on the top of the instrument. So when I say adjustment screw, there's one right here by the A key, and there's one right here by the F key, by the F sharp key, and so on down the line. They adjust that particular key plus in combination with something else. So right now, if I get my fingers out of the way again, if I push down the A key, which is a combination key to this key right here, you can see that this key is not touching the tone hole. A lot of people think, did we lose a key cork or something, that's possible too. But I'm going to show you in this case that it's this combination key screw right here, and I'm going to use my smallest, one of my smallest screwdrivers, turn it, and I can actually watch the key go down. I'm going to do that again slowly. See it go up and go down. And now that combination key should work. And it might take you a couple times to find the exact amount of turns to use to get that to seal correctly. Again, hand it back to the student, have him play it. Plays better. If it still plays fuzzy, you might have to adjust that key one more time so it goes down. So those are just a couple ideas that I cover in the book. And like I said earlier, I feel, and it's one of the first chapters in the book, that toolboxes are really, really important. And this toolbox has been around for a long time with me, and it doesn't look like a regular toolbox. It's really a fishing tackle box. The top part has a lot of dividers in it. So as you can see, I have sax pads and things that I have in small containers that are labeled. And I suggest labeling things because if you're in a hurry sometimes, it helps if I have to go right to it. Okay, the bottom part is also has areas in it and can store larger things. So I want to thank you for watching the video today. Again, remind you that the book is available, 911 Instrument Repair, on jwpepper.com. I also have a Facebook page. It's open to anyone that's interested in instrumental music on the college level. Instrumentalists teaching 6th through 12th grade, any amount of years. And that site is called The Band Director's Safety Net, and on that it's a blog that I discuss many topics that I feel are important for instrumental teachers to have their careers become very successful in any way I can help you with your programs. Okay, I'm going to go back to listening to my tape again.